fishing, but mainly podcasting setup. I just been Well, it's been cold, so I've been playing around with the gear that I have, and so I've got a mobile podcasting deal in a box that I'm going to be configuring that has two microphones and a little uh, audio mixer, the PodTrack 4, Zoom PodTrack 4, and yeah, I tested out the other day, and it seemed to be working pretty well. But then I want to take it another step further because I've got this old Q2U Samsung microphone that I've used in past videos, and I think this will work out really well. In fact, it fits in a bag. That was the whole point of what I was trying to get across. Is hey, it fits in a bag. All right, and I've been playing around with the 3D printer also and getting stuff set up. So here we go. Hey, I can put this here maybe. I think I need to make it higher. Anyways, uh, maybe I can be out and about and I can put this out and maybe do some live on the spot fishing updates as well as live streaming in particular locations that I'll be at. So I planned on doing some fishing today, but unfortunately the had some honeydews to knock out. Plus I got a little organized. So I got the man cave a little bit more cleaned up here. And then I also cleaned up some of my fishing poles because it's getting a little cluttered. So I've got some more up on the rack, and then I've got some in the tubes, and now I've got them down to, let's see, I've got a fly rod, a switch rod at the ready, along with a bait finesse style rod, and then I've got three over here standing by in my easy to grab location over here in the corner. Let's see. Trying to see if I can grab some. Okay. All right. So that said, wanted to just talk about this podcasting in a bag. I was able to fit everything in this bag right here. Okay. It looks like, howdy, howdy. How's it going? Lucifer for you. Okay. And I was able to put the stand, the microphone, along with the cable that goes into the Android phone. I'm using a Samsung phone, and I've got it connected with one of those OTG cables or adapters. And the only thing I did different was I added this little plosive deal, this little deal to keep it from making too much noise. And I'm on this really wobbly table. I'm trying to be out and about. Soda. Oh, it's not soda. This is seltzer, 8%. It's only got 2 grams of carbohydrates. Yeah, it's good stuff. I got to watch my carbs. All right. So just to describe again, I've got podcasting in a bag. I was able to get this over here at the local drugstore, and I added this deal here, a little power bank, and then let's see, there should be another connection that I can power up the phone as well as charge at the same time to give me a lot longer. But for some reason, I don't have it in the bag. Holy cow, I think I have it in my other podcasting gear. Oh, well, we'll have to fix that. Anyhow, this is the Q2U Samsung, Samson, microphone. In fact, I think I still have the, I think I still have the DV here. Yeah, there it is. Holy cow, let's clean out everything here in the man cave. And yeah, there it is right there. Q2U Samsung USB mic. But what's cool about this is it's also an XLR mic. Okay, so I can connect it to that PodTrack 4 if need be. But I already got 2 other XLR mics that you don't need. Holy cow, I was getting ready to throw this away. Interesting. And I don't need it. Who needs instructions? Okay. Hi. How's it going? F. Rendon. All right. How's it going? Or Red Redoma. Okay. How's it going? Just talking some podcasting in a bag is what I call it. I did a little cleanup here. Did some 3D printing to get the average angler life deal right here. This is actually meant for your phone or your iPad device. Okay. Right there. But I found that it does really good double duty by throwing that baby on there. Okay. And that's the 3D printer right there. And then back behind it, you see a number of rods. One of them you'll see in particular, this one right there. That's the one that I took to the coast this past August, and we used it to catch some black drum, shark, etc. So I put that one up for the season because we're not going to go back there and probably till next year, which is what, less than 2 weeks away, 3 weeks. But I do have the other stuff set up in the corner. And just to give you an idea, let me grab this. Okay. All right. So I went ahead and put up some of the rods up there that I had all. And then over there, I put that one rod there. And then back in the corner, I cleaned that up. So now it's not as cluttered, you know. That's what I kind of do when it's a cold day and you can't go out there fishing. Hi, Ground Fog. How's it going? Glad to see you joining. How many subs I have? I don't know, like 6,000, I guess. Somewhere around 6. Anyhow, really like this podcasting setup. I do have one where I can have another individual. So we have 2 microphones. I have that set up here, ready to go. But I'm going to test it out once I have someone to interview. All right. Right now it's sole person right here, yours truly. But I do like this setup. I was gonna take this out to Van Alstyne up to the trout stocking that they had today, but ended up having to do some honeydews and whatnot. In fact, that Shimano Corrado BFSXG on that 7-foot ugly stick, the 2-piece with the 20-pound Yuzuri Hush Hush. I got that exact same setup again, but with 30-pound braid for that Yuzuri for my son for his for Christmas. It was working great for smacks and pompano, and he really liked it. So I was like, hey, I want to go hook him up this Christmas with that setup. 30-pound test instead of 20-pound. All right. Other than that, let's see other things knocked out. Yeah, I'm really excited about having this setup because it makes things so much more portable. I mean, I keep everything in a bag, and off the drop of a hat, I can start a live stream wherever I am. And with the other one, I'll have 2 microphones so that 2 people can actually engage and maybe have some good discussion. Like, and yesterday, I was out there testing the SRT live stream, the SRT protocol live stream. Had some hits and misses there, but it was working fairly good. And I met up with another individual who was fishing that I met at the Blue River, and who was actually fishing over here. He's also local, and he gave some really good pointers on fishing the Blue River using these inline spinners that he'd been making, actually spinners that he'd been making, and giving some good hints as to some of the pattern to take when you get up there. And he said he went out there today, so I'm kind of interested in seeing how the fishing report was, because there's some bruisers up at the Blue River compared to some of the stockers that we have over here in Texas. Blue River being Oklahoma. All right, bear with me. I need to take a little sip. Okay. Well, speaking of that ultralight baitcaster, I know my son doesn't watch me on this, so I can tell you guys everything here. So let me go grab it, and I'll just explain some of the things I liked about it. Since, hey, it's an impromptu session. I know we're talking podcasting stuff, but I can always talk about fishing as well. All right, let me go grab it real quick. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Just bear with me. I need to switch glasses here. Oh yeah, that's better. Okay. All right. What do we got here? Okay. Uh, this is got to put the headset on so I can at least hear what's going on. So for Christmas present for my son, I went ahead and got him the Shimano Corrado BFS XG. Okay, with the 7-foot ugly stick, 2-piece. It's the ultralight. Okay, and it says it can handle 2 to 6 pound test, 1/32 to 1/4 ounce lures. So interesting. And I've got the 20-pound braid. I got him the 30-pound because I believe he's going to be trying to go for some of those Spanish mackerel over the course of the next few. And I figured, hey, hook him up with one of these come next season. I think the other thing that I wanted to call out was this Yozuri Super Braid. Really liking it. Okay, I think it's done really well with the fishing that I did. I was able to catch some pompano, some spadefish, needlefish, and saltwater. I took this out trout. You know, it's great for fresh as well as saltwater. Nice little setup. Ideal for predator fishing. Oh, nice. All right. Yeah, cool. So yeah, and I have an affinity for the ugly stick. It's virtually unbreakable. The only reason why I forego a ugly stick is because it fell in the water in the kayak. It's the only time I end up losing, or not losing, but getting rid of one of these. So over the course of the years, I've probably had about 20. Yeah. And I would say none broke, but I've lost a bunch over the years, over the side, as well as I gave them away because, hey, I got enough fishing rods, so I just went ahead and gave them away to, well, family, you know. Anyhow, that has a gold super duper on it, and that's what I use to catch 2 trout over there at the stocking at Bethany Lakes here in the local town that I am in. And that has been a really fun one. I do like the Shimano Scorpion BFS XG. That was one of my first, if not second BFS reel, and I really like it. Let me go grab it real quick. All right, and this is the Shimano Scorpion BFS XG. I got it on with a gift card, and took advantage of having a gift card, not having to pay, you know, some crazy prices. But I believe it's gone up in price, so you can see it's beat up. I've taken it in salt water as well as fresh. Right now, I've got a little one of those guys, a little power worm on it, and a couple of split shot. Really only one split shot. This thing can handle that no problem. 1/16 ounce, no issue casting at all. Thumb education, hey, you're good to go. Let's see. I'm using a Berkeley lightning rod. This is one that I picked up 1986. I got it for free, except I had to pay $2 shipping and handling because they came out with some line called Trilene, and if you bought 2 spools of filler spools, you got this for free, other than you paid for the shipping and handling. So, yeah, I like it, and it's 4.5 foot. It says it's rated for. Let me see. Where is it now? 1/8 to 3/8 ounce, but it can handle 1/16 ounce no problem. And let's see. The other thing that I really like it's got that pistol grip. I like a short rod when I'm fishing BFS, except in this case, that 7-footer that I used on the coast. I intentionally got the 7-footer knowing I was going to be targeting some saltwater fish versus the freshwater ones. But I tend to go with a shorter rod, BFS rod, mainly because I tend to side cast more. I tend to side cast a lot more when I'm bait finesse fishing. Okay. And with that short rod, it at least, I guess, mitigates, reduces the risk of hooking something behind you. Mind you, there's several videos I've had there where I'm yanking back, getting ready to cast, and boom, I get a big backlash because I hooked into something behind me. Well, that 4.5 foot rod definitely helps keeping you from getting hooked to something behind you. All right, I do have the Magic Handing 6 foot rod up there. But I currently use the same rod, but in the 4.5 size. Actually, it's 4 foot 3 inch because I broke off 3 inches of it by accident. Let's see. Nice setup. Okay. Hi, Nathan. Hi, Ronald. Do you have any Fenwick 10-foot poles? Fenwick 10-foot pole. I've got a Fenwick fly rod, 9-foot fly rod back up there in fiberglass. I haven't used it in years though. I pretty much retired it because I tend to like fast action rods, and that's the only one I have. I do have a Fenwick reel, fly reel. That's up there. Let's see. But speaking of fly rods and fiberglass, this is one that I just cleaned up. It's the CGR 2-weight little 3-piece dealie. Okay. Echo Ion 2-3-weight fly reel. I just cleaned up the line, put some of that line cleaner that you get from Scientific Anglers. And this is the Cabela's CGR 2-weight that goes all the way up to 8-weight, I believe. And one thing you wanna keep an eye out for is this will go on sale and drop in price here in the next few with Cabela, especially the end of year sale. You may kind of be detracted from it because when you put the male to female connection in, there's a gap. Okay. Well, the intention there is as it wears down, it'll just go deeper and deeper and close that gap. Okay. It's meant to have that gap, in other words. The other thing is it's fiberglass. So you definitely have to get used to waiting on that bag cast. You don't have to force the rod as well or force the cast. Instead, just kind of get with the flow. Do that classic, start and stop, fast stops, fast start to get the acceleration in the line. But definitely wait on that back cast and then you can shoot it out forward. And you'll be surprised how far you can cast, especially with one of these little, let's see, this is what is it? 6'2", little 2-weight. And it's a fun rod. I've caught some pretty decent fish with this, as well as had some real good fun with these little bluegill and whatnot, especially those little guys, Other thing is the 2-weight. The 2-weight comes with this Tennessee style reel seat where you just kind of push these together. And I think once over, 20 plus years, I've had this come off on me out in the field. Other than that, it pretty much holds. All righty. And I'm pretty excited about this one. And on the end of it, or the fly that's on there right now, is a elk hair caddis. It's a variant that I tie. You can't really see it too well. It's a variant that I tie. I find that you don't really need to use all the material that are in some of the fly fishing patterns, fishing fly patterns, to still have them be effective. Okay. So in this case, the elk hair caddis, I know it calls for a recipe of material that I don't know offhand, but I know what I use, which is some same dubbing that you use for the gold rib hare's ear nymph right there. And so I dub it on there, and then I have a copper, if not gold, sometimes silver, really thin wire, and then that elk hair caddis piece. Okay, some elk hair, and that's it. Tie it on there, and it's good to go. I fish it dry. initially, but eventually it will go and get wet on you. And guess what? The fish still like it. Trout still take it. One thing I do recommend though is if you are going to be fishing, let's say the Blue River, especially the catch and release area, have some muddler minnows standing by. Okay, size 14, maybe you have to tie them yourself. If not, pick up some smaller size ones or get your normal, six, size 8, and have those at the ready. There was one year I went up there and I tried all kinds of different flies, uh, got maybe one or two, and then headed back. And then there was another individual I met who was just tearing them up, and he told me they were all hitting on muddler minnows. And so ever since then, I keep muddler minnows handy. All right. In fact, I had done this one video, uh, sort of like a test to see uh, how well it's the old Martin fly reel that Amazon offers. I think it was like $29. Now I think it's like 39 or something. And I got a size 6 level line, and I went and got it. It's up here, and I wanted to see, hey, do you really need to spend a lot of money if you want to get into fly fishing? And sure enough, I took it out, and it came with 5 flies. And it came with a woolly bugger, a muddler minnow, a pheasant tail nymph, and then I think it was a San Juan worm, and then some kind of buggy looking thing. Uh, yeah, and I got hits on everything. And unfortunately, though, um, the flies fell apart fairly quickly. Well, not fairly quickly. I caught a number of fish with them. So if you are picking up one of them, I would suggest maybe putting a little like extra head cement and whatnot on there, just to keep the thread or the wraps in place. Because yeah, that muddler minnow was getting tore up like crazy. The woolly bugger was getting tore up, and I'd say after about 3 or 4 days out there, um, yeah, I had to retire them. Okay, Boosted Fox. How's it going, Boosted Fox? Have you heard of the brand Ligma? Heard they have good rods. Unfortunately, I have not. But certainly can take a look at them afterwards. I got to go on my phone here. Actually, no, I got my iPad. Let me go grab my iPad. Bear with me. Let's go take a look at the Ligma brand. Okay. Ligma brand of rods. Yeah, I got all this gear here, so we can take a look at it here. Okay. Ligma. I'll just go to Google and Ligma. Ligma fishing rod. Okay. Ligma fishing rods. Okay. I don't know. It's not coming up. Let's go and check some AI on this and see what it says. Let's see. Tell me about Ligma, Ligma fishing rods. All right, let's see what it says. Okay, it says it's thinking. Let's see. Ligma fishing rods appears to be a reference for the internet meme Ligma, made up word from a 2018 joke. Ah, I see. So it's a joke. It's not really fishing related. I don't know. Maybe come out and, oh, I see. It's a play on a derogatory term here. Oh, well, you got me. Let's see. But there is a Lamaglass rod, and I know about them. In fact, the thing about Lamaglass rods is the same rod blank that you're using for various fishing rods is some of those higher brand ones. They're actually using the same fiberglass, or not fiberglass. They're actually using the same rod blank made by Lamiglass. Okay, so that's pretty interesting. So you can at a discount get some premium fishing rods without having to pay the premium. All right, good stuff there. All right, and then let's see. Let's just clear that one. All right. All righty. Let's see. Okay, so with that, going back to podcasting gear, you can podcast in a bag. All right, so everything I have here for the podcasting setup, not including the little freebie I got from YouTube, Average Angler Life, was able to fit in this baby here. All right, so I was able to put the stand for the QTU Samsung microphone, and it has that cable that goes from the microphone into the phone. And let's see, it does have an XLR cable connection if you wanted to connect, like in the case of those Shure SM57, the 58 that I have, that I connect to a audio mixer, the PodTrack 4. That seems to be working pretty well. And then let's see, so I can actually use this as another backup mic and just plug it in to the other setup. But I'm trying to make it a lot easier to set up for these different venues. So I'm hoping I've got the ATEM Mini Black Pro or Black Pro Mini set up with multiple cameras now, and I'm working on getting a power station so that come March of next year, when TRWD Flyfest or TR Trinity Flyfest, I think they renamed it. Come next year, I'll be able to live stream with multiple cameras the big trout fly fishing contest that they have each year. And so I'm hoping that I can get you some good point of view, first person point of view, as well as third person point of view, other shots and whatnot, being able to switch cameras and take you to the action, as well as maybe even do some live interviews while I'm there. So I'm pretty excited about that. So I've done some testing with it. It's working well. I've got it to where it'll come into a vertical format. So that's some good stuff there. Let's see. Silver broke all-time highs. Just saying. Okay. All right. Well, I guess get some silver. I did notice that gas prices went down over here. Locally, I saw some at $2.19. It's good stuff there. All right. It just means I can hit the road more often. What do you say? Okay. The other thing is I did set up this other two-person podcasting setup to where I can do an interview and the other person will have a good microphone so we can get some good audio quality. I'm doing everything from my phone right now, mainly because when it comes to podcasting, it's the sound versus the video that is more important, because you want to engage folks and have the conversation and be able to talk and whatnot. And so this setup allows me to be on the go. I do like that I can take the stand and just kind of close it like so, and I can probably do even an interview with someone. So I'll be like, ask the question, hello, yes, what do you think they were biting on today? How was it going? And then I can push the microphone to them and let them talk as well. All right. And then I do have this microphone. I think they call it microphone flag that thing right there, you notice there's no logo. So I got it printed using the right there, using the 3D printer, but unfortunately I don't have a logo for it yet. My significant other has one of those like vinyl printing whatever machines, but apparently I must be in trouble. What was the biggest fish that I've caught? Big stingray. Yeah, it took 9 of us to pull it over the pier. I think it was like 2-3 years ago. Yeah, yeah, it was the biggest. It's pretty fun. Took a while to land it, and definitely get tired after that. But it sure is fun. Definitely love saltwater. It's awesome, man. Good stuff. Okay, again, Q to you, Samsung. Right here. Podcasting in a bag. Everything fits in the bag. I do have a power bank to give me some extra oomph in case I need to keep this going. And then, man, I'm trying to remember. I've got one of those setups or one of those adapters where I can plug in a power as well as the source that I want to output to or input to, so I can go a little bit longer on the phone and not be limited to the battery life of my phone. Because yeah, there's been times where I've been out there, especially when I'm live streaming, doing my mobile fishing live stream, where I've got it on a harness around my neck, and I don't have extra batteries, so I'm limited to about maybe an hour and a half, maybe hour 15 minutes. But I put on the little power bank deal and that extra adapter, and I certainly get almost 2-3 hours at times. Did you ever do? No. Geez. Certainly wish I had some good fishing questions. You know, let's see if I can. Let's see. Let's remove that one. All right. Okay. All right. So that said, I did take a look at the stats about the channel, and most of the folks that subscribe or been joining have been, what do you call it? Older. All right. And I think it's because they like fishing. I do have some younger folks joining. They usually ask questions because apparently there's a lot of folks that go out there and start fishing and have no clue what they're doing. So it's the main thing about this channel is hoping to learn by my trials and errors, and maybe might be able to catch a fish or two. All right. All right. So that said, if you do have the opportunity to set up some podcasting things, I would highly recommend trying this setup, QTU Samsung, with that OTG adapter. I have tried other methods. There's another one that I like where I take a lav mic, a wireless lav mic, and I connect it to the phone. And then I have the microphone on me. And what's nice about that is I can place the phone down, walk away, and just keep fishing and explain what I'm doing and do some great demos. Additionally, I also do the same thing with that DJI Osmo Action 4. That's another one that I really like when it comes to giving that other point of view and that wireless connectivity from me to the phone and whatnot. Oh, geez. Weirdest. I don't know. Asking some weird questions. Let's see. Let's do that. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay. What else we got? Okay. The other thing is I do have another set of headphones, the ones that go over the ear, and uh, that one works pretty good. But I noticed that it won't fit in the bag, so I went ahead and just got one of these old school wired headsets or earbuds, and that's been working out pretty good. So if you're interested in some podcasting in a bag, easy setup, I highly recommend trying this gear. I do need to do some work on the branding. I was managing the City of Allen Fishing Field Team channel, COAF Field Team, and it was made up of 5 of us. 4 of us have since gone on, and they told me this year that, well, the chance of us getting together was very low. So I went ahead and rebranded stuff, and yeah, uh, now I call it Average Angler Life. Why Average Angler Life? Because I'm just an average angler, avid fisherman, and well, I'm not an expert, and I surely hope that hey, I can learn from y'all, as well as maybe there might be a thing or two that I learn or that you learn from what I'm doing. And I think at least locally, I've met some of you guys out there, and it's been a really good feeling when someone basically says what I've shown online has actually helped them catch a fish or two. Because you may know the exact place, they may even tell you what to use and whatnot, but it's still up to you to hook and land that fish. So I'll definitely talk fishing and give you all the information I know about something, as well as if I hear something new. Certainly always open to hearing some new things, especially on the fishing front. All right. Okay. So that said, I think I think I've done the damage, and I believe I've gotten the message across about this easy setup. Okay. And let's see. I don't understand. Bud, go fishing and reflect on it. I don't know what you're talking about. Just go fishing and catch a fish or two. Okay. Let's see. Temperature's supposed to drop this evening. I think the high tomorrow is going to be 41. Low is going to be 28, 20 somethings. So I'm going to play it by ear tomorrow. There is a couple of ponds that were stocked recently, if not today, and I've been kind of itching to hit those ponds. I may stick with the bait finesse gear, specifically that Shimano Corrado, or correction, the Shimano. Oh yeah, no, Shimano Corrado BFS XG that I was showing with that gold super duper. However, I did keep that Flight Feather Kingfisher that has some trout magnets, those 1 gram trout magnets. I have them standing by as well. So, yeah, we'll play by ear tomorrow. And if not, hey, maybe at a minimum, I could be out there and give you a live on the site view of what's happening. All right, because this definitely makes everything portable for yours truly. All right. Well, appreciate you guys joining tonight. And until next time, we'll catch y'all later. Good luck and good fishing.